One night, in the middle of a mindless scroll on my phone, an image caught my eye. Not a normal photo, but a scene from a game that looked like it was taken from a movie. The lighting, shadows, and details, everything was more real than I expected. At that moment, I realized that mobile games are no longer just a few buttons and a simple screen. A new generation of visual experiences has arrived that can fit in our pockets, but gives us the feeling of a full-fledged game. Hello, my name is Dino Joy, and in this video, I'm going to look at games whose graphics are not only stunning, but whose experience can turn your phone into a real console. From fantasy worlds to breathtaking races or being chased in absolute darkness. So if you're ready, be sure to join me for the rest of the video, and together we'll dive into the world of the most graphical mobile games that you absolutely must experience.
Game 1. Grid Autosport. In this game, you play as a professional driver who has to compete in 5 different racing styles. Touring, classic races with touring cars. Endurance, long and grueling races. Open wheel, formula style and high speed. Tuner, tuned and drift-focused cars. Street, high-octane street races. Each style has its own unique world. The game was developed by Codemasters and released in 2014. It is the 3rd installment in the Grid series. It is currently available on Windows, PS3, Xbox 360, Linux, Mac, iOS, Android, and even Nintendo Switch. The gameplay is a mix of arcade and simulation. The car handling is customizable, and it features online multiplayer and split-screen modes. However, the graphics on mobile and older consoles are weaker compared to the newer consoles. Overall, the developers did a great job with the game's graphical design. For example, the tracks are designed with high detail and the car models are precisely rendered. The natural light and smoke effects combined with the accurate engine sounds perfectly convey the feeling of competition.
Game 2, Genshin Impact. You're probably all familiar with this game, but you might not know that a mobile version exists. The game's story takes place in the fantasy world of Teyvat, a land with 7 nations, each connected to an element like fire, wind, or ice. You play as the Traveler, who is searching for their lost sibling and is accompanied by a cute character named Paimon. The game was developed by the Chinese studio MiHoYo, now known by its global brand HoYoverse, and was released in September 2020. It has been launched on Android, iOS, Windows, PS4, PS5, and most recently, Xbox Series XS. The gameplay is a mix of action, combat, exploration, puzzle solving, and team building. You can have up to 4 characters on your team and switch between them on the fly to combine different elements. For example, mixing water and electricity to zap your enemies. The game environments are a blend of realistic and fantastical architecture. The orchestral music and professional voice acting provide an excellent experience. Each region in the game is inspired by a real-world culture. For example, Liyue is inspired by China, Mondstadt by Germany, and Inazuma by Japan. Hey, wait a minute! You've watched the video this far, but haven't subscribed yet? Go do it right now and set the bell to all so you don't miss future videos. Let's get back to the video.
Game 3. Alien Isolation. This is a horror, survival, and stealth game developed by Creative Assembly and released in 2014. The story takes place 15 years after the first Alien movie. You play as Amanda Ripley, the daughter of the famous Ellen Ripley, who boards the Sevastopol space station to find clues about her mother's disappearance. However, you soon find out that this abandoned station is full of danger, and the biggest threat is an intelligent and ruthless creature called the Xenomorph. The gameplay is based on stealth, survival, and resource management. But the scary part is that you have no weapon to kill the alien. You can only run and hide. To do this, you have various tools at your disposal, such as a motion tracker, a flashlight, and a noisemaker. The outstanding sound design and music in this game amplify the sense of fear.
As for the art style and details, the game is visually completely faithful to the original Alien movie. This isn't just a game, it's an artistic recreation of true fear.
Game 4. Sky, Children of the Light. In this game, you play as one of the Children of the Light and must explore a fantastical celestial world to find lost spirits, bring light back to the world, and connect with other players. The game takes place across 7 different realms, each with its own unique design, music, and story. This game was created by the famous studio That Game Company. Sky was first released for iOS, but was later made available on Android, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The gameplay of Sky is primarily based on exploration, flying, social interaction, and simple puzzle solving. There's no combat, and everything is about tranquility, cooperation, and discovering beauty. For this reason, if you're looking for challenging or action-packed gameplay, it might get boring for you. But if we're to talk about its art style and details, we can say that Sky is a masterpiece. The design of the realms is inspired by nature, Eastern architecture, and cultures from different countries like China, Japan, and Norway. The soft color palettes, poetic lighting, and beautifully designed effects like mist, rain, and starlight make every moment of the game feel like a painted frame. The art team for the game also included designers who have a history of working on cinematic projects.
And the final game, Destiny Rising. Destiny Rising is a mobile game in the third-person action plus RPG genre developed by NetEase Games in official collaboration with Bungie. The game takes place in a parallel world to the main Destiny series, where players take on the role of light bearers, guardians with supernatural powers that originate from a source called the Traveler. The story is set in a post-apocalyptic world where civilization has fallen and darkness is spreading. Players must fight alien enemies amidst the ruins to preserve the last hope for humanity. The core gameplay is based on third-person shooting, fast-paced combat, and both single-player and multiplayer missions. There are different modes like PvE, story and co-op missions, and PvP, competitive team battles. The animations are smooth and run at a high frame rate even on mid-range phones. The environments, which include ruined cities, alien bases, and forest areas, are all designed with cinematic lighting and high detail, providing an excellent experience. Finally, if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have an idea for the next video, leave a comment below. Goodbye until the next video.